Have you ever wondered how animations are created? It's a question that flits through the mind of many, especially in today's digital era, where animations have become an integral part of our everyday life, from the movies we watch to the games we play. It's an exciting world, one where creativity meets technology, and the only limit is your imagination. In this video, we're going to take a journey through the process of creating an animation, from the initial conceptualization to the final distribution. We'll be exploring the steps of script writing and storyboarding, designing characters and environments, the actual animation and sound design, and finally post-production and distribution. Each step is a world in itself, brimming with possibilities and challenges, and requiring its own set of skills and tools. It's a process that's both complex and rewarding, a dance between the technical and the artistic. So are you ready to delve into this fascinating world? Stick around to discover the fascinating process of bringing your imagination to life through animation. Every great animation begins with a unique idea. The birth of a compelling animation lies in the seed of a fascinating concept, a creative spark that ignites the entire process. This concept, this idea, forms the backbone of your animation. It's what guides your story, shapes your characters, and defines your world. So how do you come up with this all-important concept? It starts with brainstorming. Let your mind wander, let your imagination fly. Jot down every idea that comes your way, no matter how wild or outlandish. Then once you've filled pages with potential concepts, it's time to refine. Pick out the most promising ideas and start developing them. Ask yourself, what's the story I want to tell? What's the message I want to convey? Refining your idea might take time, but it's a crucial part of the process. So, be patient, be persistent, and most importantly, be passionate. Remember, a well-thought-out concept is the first step to creating a captivating animation. Once you've got your concept, it's time to put pen to paper. This is where the magic truly begins, in the realm of script writing. The script is the backbone of your animation, the blueprint that guides every scene, every action, and every line of dialogue. It's where you define your characters, plot out your story, and set the emotional tone. A well-written script is like a symphony, each beat and rhythm contributing to the overall harmony of the animated piece. Now imagine the script as a seed. It has all the potential to grow into a captivating animation, but it needs a little help. This is where storyboarding steps in. As the gardener of your animation, storyboarding takes the seed of your script and begins to visualize it. It's like a comic strip, breaking down the script into individual panels that depict key scenes, actions, and transitions. It's a visual representation of your script, showing not just what happens, but how it happens. Storyboarding is not just about sketching out scenes. It's about understanding the flow of your story, the pacing, the timing. It's about visualizing the cinematography, the angles, the framing. It's about seeing the script through the lens of the animator and making sure that every element, from the smallest detail to the biggest plot point, is set up to shine in the final animation. Script writing and storyboarding are two sides of the same coin. They are a team, working together to set the foundation for your animation. The script provides the story, the characters, the dialogue. The storyboard provides the visuals, the timing, the pacing. Together, they create a roadmap guiding your animation from the first frame to the last, ensuring that every moment, every scene, every line of dialogue is purposeful and impactful. Remember, animation is not just about pretty visuals, it's about storytelling. And the story starts here with the script and the storyboard, so don't rush this step. Take your time, hone your script, refine your storyboard, because a strong foundation will lead to a strong animation. Script writing and storyboarding provide the roadmap for your animation journey. Now let's breathe life into your concept with character and environment design. Designing characters and environments is like adding the heart and soul to your animation. It's where the magic truly begins. Our characters are the ones who carry the story forward, and their environments are the stages where all the action unfolds. The first step in character design is brainstorming. It's about understanding who your characters are, their personalities, their quirks, and their motivations. Are they brave or timid? Outgoing or introverted? Each little detail adds depth to your characters, making them more relatable and engaging for your audience. Remember, A well-illustrated character isn't just visually appealing, but emotionally resonant too. Now let's talk about environments. They are more than just backdrops, they are integral parts of your story. Think about it. Would the story of Cinderella be as evocative without the grandeur of the royal castle or the stark contrast of her dusty, dark attic? When designing environments, consider the mood you want to evoke. A gloomy forest might set the stage for something mysterious or ominous, while a bright and bustling cityscape could signal excitement and adventure. Use colors, lighting, and textures to create the right atmosphere. For instance, warm colors can evoke feelings of happiness and comfort, while cooler tones might suggest something more somber or melancholic. Also, keep in mind the interaction between characters and their environments. If your character is a mountain climber, for example, you might want to incorporate rugged terrains and precarious cliffs into your design. The design phase can be a lot of fun, but it also requires patience and attention to detail. Sketch, revise, and refine until you've created characters and environments that not only look good, but also feel right for your story. And there you have it. Well-designed characters and environments can truly make your animation come alive. So go ahead, let your imagination run wild, and start breathing life into your animation. With your designs ready, it's time to animate. Now you're at the exciting stage where your characters and environments start to move and interact. Animation breathes life into your static designs, making them dynamic and engaging. The process of animation can be intricate. It involves taking your characters and environments and moving them in a way that tells your story. You'll be creating movement frame by frame, from the subtle change of expressions on your characters' faces to the grand gestures and the shifting of the scenery. This is where your storyboard truly comes alive, as you craft each action with precision and detail. But animation is not just about movement. It's about timing and rhythm, about knowing when to pause and when to speed up. It's about creating a sense of weight and realism, even in the most fantastical settings. It's an art form that requires patience and practice, but the result is truly rewarding. Beyond the visuals, sound design plays an equally crucial role in your animation. It's the subtle background noises, the dramatic music cues, the characters' voices, and the sound effects that complement the visuals and enhance the overall storytelling. Sound design sets the tone and mood. It can make your audience laugh or cry, feel tension or relief. It's the invisible thread that weaves through your animation, tying everything together. Creating your own sound design might involve recording your own sounds or using existing sound libraries. You can create ambiances, Foley sounds, and even your own music. This is where you can really let your creativity shine, as you match the perfect sound to each visual element. Incorporating sound design into your animation is not just about adding noise, it's about using sound to tell your story, to create a world that feels real and immersive. It's about finding the perfect balance between the visual and audio elements, to create an animation that is not just seen but also heard and felt. Animation and sound design are the heart and soul of your animation, bringing your designs to life. So don't be afraid to experiment, to try new things, and most of all, to have fun with it. It's your animation, your story, and your chance to create something truly unique. Your animation is almost ready, but there's one final step. It's time to dive into the world of post-production, where your animation gets its final touches. Here, you'll be smoothing out the rough edges, syncing the audio perfectly, and adding any last-minute effects that can make your animation pop. It's all about refining and enhancing the work you've already done. Now let's talk about distribution. This is the part where your animation meets the world. It's crucial to choose the right platforms and methods to reach your intended audience. Whether it's through social media, streaming platforms, or even a film festival, the goal is to get your animation seen by as many eyes as possible. Consider your audience's preferences and habits when deciding where and how to share your work. Remember, post-production and distribution aren't just afterthoughts. They're an integral part of the animation process. Post-production and distribution ensure your animation is polished and ready to captivate audiences. So that's the journey of creating an animation, from concept to distribution. We began with the spark of an idea in the conceptualization phase, where we learned the importance of nurturing our creative thoughts and brainstorming unique ideas. Then we delved into the art of script writing and storyboarding, where we saw how a simple idea can be fleshed out into a full-fledged narrative. We then explored the exciting realm of character and environment design, where we learned how to bring our stories to life through visually compelling elements. Later, we entered the heart of the process, animation and sound design, where we discovered how to breathe life into our characters and environments, creating a world that moves and resonates with our audience. Finally, we navigated the post-production phase, understanding how to polish our work and distribute it to reach the right audience. With these steps, you're now ready to create your own animation. Remember, the only limit is your imagination.